Hey guys, Rafferty Pendery here. In this video, I'm going to talk about how do you get your first 10 clients in getting something going, even if you're terrified. By the way, guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel. You'll get more and more content just like this. So the first thing I always start with when I was starting a new activity is a product or service that I actually believe in, something that I like. That is important for me. I know some people out there who can do products and services they just don't care about. That's not me. I can do the ones that I actually believe in. So that's what I always start with. The second step is really knowing what problems I'm solving. So one is a product I believe in, and sometimes you'll know then automatically what are the problems you're solving, but sometimes you have to actually think about it. What are the actual issues? What are the pain points that I solve? When you can start to connect those dots, then when you start the next step, which is actually talking to potential customers, you'll start to learn a lot about that. One of the mistakes I've seen people make is they go and talk to friends and family. They just talk to people who have a benefit of saying, yeah, it's great, I love the idea, but they're not necessarily a potential customer. I've seen it where guys go on Facebook and they say, I have an idea where I'm starting this thing and I'm going to do this product and service, and a bunch of people go, oh, wow, that's so cool. And I happen to know, for example, this one guy I was thinking about a little bit ago, he had very high-end services that he only would sell to somebody who's probably making $150,000, $200,000 a year or more would really be their customer base. They asked for feedback on their logo, and they asked for feedback on this and feedback on that. And they were getting all this feedback from people, and I happen to know some of the people that were responding, and I'm like, that's not even a potential customer for you. I'm not saying their opinion's not valuable because they make less money. I'm saying their opinion is not valuable because they aren't the customer this guy is actually trying to sell. So it doesn't matter. If you go show your mom and you're like, hey mom, look what I'm doing. She'd be like, oh wow, that's so cool. That's fine, but does it really matter? Is it really qualified if the person isn't a potential customer? Because you could be getting advice and direction and all kinds of things from people that aren't your customer base. What do you think they're going to tell you? Do you think they're going to tell you exactly what your customer base needs and wants? Not necessarily. They aren't your customer. So then as you're getting feedback from these potential customers, take the opportunity to get them signed up. And boom, you're into selling already. The rubber meets the road when you actually go to get somebody signed up. Can you extract dollars from this human? They can tell you your idea is awesome. And I have spent tens of thousands of dollars, and in some cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars on ideas that people told me, yeah, that's awesome, that's so cool, that's great, that's amazing. Oh yeah, I would definitely sign up for that. And I didn't have an order form ready. And you know what happened? I spent all this money to get this whole thing worked out, launch it, and I couldn't get anybody to sign up. It was incredible because they were willing to tell me that. And I honestly don't think it was malicious. I think some people were trying to be supportive. And the reality is I try to be very honest with people when they bring an idea to me. And one of the points of honesty is this: I don't see your vision. I don't see this thing, but also realize I'm not your customer. If somebody comes to me and they say, hey, I have this product for this women fitness thing, that's great. They can come to me all they want and I could have a perspective, but the reality is my perspective doesn't really matter that much. Why wouldn't you go talk to a bunch of people who are potential customers for you, and you get the added bonus when they tell you, yeah, this is amazing, great, go get them signed up. I talked about this in another video where, it was how do you actually generate or start earning revenue as fast as humanly possible? Do it before you have the product or service. There are people who will give you money. There are a certain number of people who are early adopters. They will give you money before you even have the physical product because they believe in what you're doing. Great, take it. Go and utilize it to speed up your ability to get this product, start getting it put together, and start offering it to people. And the most important thing on getting those 10 customers is you just need to get out there and do it. That is it. Guys go, oh, I'm not that motivated because I'm kind of afraid of doing it. The reality is you're not going to not be afraid until you do it. The other reality is nobody's going to bite your head off or kill you for talking to you about a product or service that you want to offer. So what are we afraid of? You don't need to think about it. The fear comes from the unknown. The fear comes from not knowing, okay, this is what's going to happen. So then just go and do it anyways. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you a story. It was a wild story. It was pretty stupid of me, probably. When I was younger, I wanted to go skydiving, but I don't really want to have somebody strapped to me. Is there another option? I don't want to go tandem. And so I found out it's not common, but we can do this accelerated free fall. It's basically like the training that people do to get their skydiving license. The reality was, yeah, I didn't think about it too much. And the other challenge in that story, which is kind of funny, is I pull my chute, everything goes good. I'm sitting there and, I did the whole training, so I know what I'm supposed to do, but the guy had a little radio, and he was supposed to guide me down. And all that was happening is he would go like, yeah, so make sure you... We can't hear anything what this guy's talking about. Here I am, like going to do my own landing and skydiving for my first time. And so I was like, okay, well, just do what I did, what I was trained. And then I land and he comes over to me and he's like, could you hear anything I was saying? I was like, no. He's like, wow, you did pretty good. That was awesome. Is that kind of insane? Yes, it was. Did it have a really bad outcome? No. Would I do it again? No. The reality is you get your first 10 customers by getting out there and getting your first 10 customers. And I know I sound really stupidly simple, guys, but that is it. There is no more planning and theoretical stuff and elaborate business plans you need and funding and all the rest of it. You don't need any of that. Go out and get your first 10 customers by going out and getting your first 10 customers. If this video will help anybody in the world, please share it. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.